Hello and welcome to Hillsdale High School, where the 0-4 Chippewa Trips are trying to take down the 3-1 Hillsdale Falcons as WCAL play continues on. This edition of Friday Night Football is streaming live and free to your smartphone, TV, tablet, or computer, and it all comes to you right now. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garret, we've got some WCAL action tonight. It's always exciting to be out here at the brand new Hillsdale High School and turf.
Yes, from an interesting matchup this week coming in. The Chippewas 0-4 Storm still out in that win column, in Hillsdale coming off their first loss this season to Norwayne. They got beat down Storm 49-14. The offense wasn't able to get going, so we'll see if the Falcons can respond here tonight, Storm. They have a good opportunity to do so here at home.
As we take a look now at our team spotlight for the Hillsdale Falcons, they're 3-1. As you mentioned, it was a rough game last week to open up conference play versus Norwayne, but now here at home they got an opportunity to collect a big WCAL win. What are they going to need to do to get it done here tonight, Garret?
Well, Storm, a couple of weeks ago we were out here for Lownville here versus Hillsdale, and they started off a little slow, but they got their passing game going, and we hadn't been used to that the first couple of weeks of the season. Jack Fickes was able to get it out to his guys. McFadden, Jarvis had a big part in that game too, so I'm interested to see what they go to here today, if it's the passing game or the running game or maybe a mixture of both. I think what's going to get it done tonight is going to have to be that mixture of both.
As we take a look now at our player spotlight here real fast, right before kickoff, it is, of course, Jack Fickes, who has been the anchor for this Hillsdale offense. Not a great game last night, but as you mentioned, when we were here last time versus Hillsdale, he had one heck of a performance.
Yeah, Storm, he's a stat sheet stuffer, and let's see today if he's got a big mark on this game. And when he does, Storm, they usually get a big win. So here's the Chippewas here on the return.
That's going to do it for our 89 Homes pregame show as the Chippewas start their possession at about their own 20-yard line. I actually do have one more 89 Homes graphic for us, Garret. It is, of course, the keys to victory for the Hillsdale Falcons. They must not overlook Chippewa, and they have to dominate the line of scrimmage. I feel like that's been a key for them all season long.
Obviously, the Chippewa Storm coming in. It's a tough environment here, a tough task coming in here and play a 3-1 Hillsdale team, but they got to settle down and take some of this home crowd noise out of it and kind of punch Hillsdale in the mouth, Storm, to start. And here's an opportunity with the run here off the tackle. Decent gain here for about 3 or 4.
And that's Max Warner on the carry for Chippewa. Going to bring up second down here.
Jones with the tackle. Second down and 6.
Here in Jeromesville, it is a fairly mild 66 degrees outside. It feels nice out there. Garret, you're up on top of the press box. How's it feeling up there?
Sun's still out, Storm, so it's still feeling not bad. I see the QB here take off, lower the boom, too. Decent gain, just a couple yards. It's going to be up third and about 6. 3rd and 5 here for the Chips.
Take a look at our Bob and Bob Door Company replay. 3rd and manageable here for Chippewa. We'll see if they're able to collect a first down on their first offensive drive. I know I mentioned it kind of in the opening, Garret, but what a beautiful turf this is. Brand new, all brand new sports facilities, I think, here for Hillsdale. As Chippewa on 3rd down, hand it off once again. It's Warner. He gets swallowed by a pack of Falcons, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Warner, the ball carrier.
Just how the Falcons defense screwed up. Storm forcing a 3-and-out here and a punt. Get the ball in Jack Fickes' hands here on the offensive side, and let's see if they can get something going. Not the start the Chippewas wanted here, coming on the road and punting it away on the first drive.
And that's Brady Heller, the sophomore, on the tackle there. Great open field tackle. I'm sure a nightmare opening drive here for Chippewas. They sure wanted a little bit more yardage on that one, but they'll punt the ball away on 4th down. Ball's up in a little pooch punt here. Takes kind of a Chippewa bounce, and it'll roll out of bounds at the 44-yard line to bring up a first down for Hillsdale.
See how this Hillsdale offense responds after only putting up 14 points, Storm, against WCAL opponent Norwayne. Of course, they were on the road, but not the performance that they wanted, Storm, as they were beat down 49-14. Let's see if Jack Fickes and company can get the van moving here tonight.
Garret, in the early goings of this season, I know Chippewa, their record, is not as desirable as maybe some other teams in their conference, but you can never overlook anybody in this beginning stages of conference play. Anybody can beat anybody here. as the Falcons open up with a run that gains about 5.
Well, Storm in conference play too. There's always you always wake up with an edge on these kind of games. These are the games you want to win. You want to have bragging rights against your conference foe. And I remember even in my playing days, Storm, we weren't very good, and we played a very tough South Central team, and we wanted to beat them so bad, and we ended up doing so, and it was one of the greatest feelings. So, going up against your conference foe, you want to beat them because you know these guys, majority of these guys from you're not far away from each other, so you want to have that bragging ability.
Here we go, 2nd and 5. Fickes, his first opportunity to pass. Passes out to Braylon Jarvis. Breaks a tackle, still going up the sidelines. That's a high tackle, but no flag.
Jarvis, Storm, last time we were out here against Lownville, he had a big game. Him and Fickes with that 1-2 punch. Nice little bubble screen right there for a first down, and now the Falcons get the first down of the game.
Say Home and Kitchen Supply first down here as thanks to their great defense, Hillsdale with some stellar starting field position. We'll see if they're able to capitalize here on this fresh set of downs. Fickes in the shotgun, back to his left and right, hands this one off up the middle. That's Jake Haven, another sophomore. Healthy gain on that one, bring up 2nd and short. Or I guess 2nd and manageable.
Hillsdale are doing it all so far here on the first drive. They've been able to pass the ball, these quick little outs and screen passes. Also able to run the ball between the tackles, so not the start the Chips wanted here, Storm on the road.
2nd down now for Hillsdale. Fickes takes it, pitches it this time to Sloan.
Turf monster.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the turf monster eats up Sloan right there. Don't think he was getting very far. There was a lot of chips out there on the right side. Garrett, I did kind of want to ask you, what do you think a chip is? I know we were kind of debating about this in the car ride on the way up here.
I actually have no idea.
I thought a chipmunk, but they have like arrows on their helmets. So if anybody out there can let us know in the comment sections on YouTube and Facebook, that'd be awesome. Falcons now on 3rd down. Fickes drops back to pass, takes off, but tackled before he can get to the first down line. Great coverage from Chippewa.
Yes, that's a big stop right there for the Chips. They're going to force a 4th down, and I know it's still 4th and short, but still, if they can get out of this and get the ball back to their offense, that would be a huge stand here for the Chips. I imagine Hillsdale's going to go for it, and they are. So it's about 4th and 1, Storm. Let's see where they like to go here with the football.
So Trevor Klein wanting to be rather aggressive on this drive, although I think that pretty much have to go for it here with how good this Hillsdale offense is. And that's going to be a false start. Number 82, Brady Kirkbaum, the junior. So, Garrett, do you think that changes your decision here? I mean, it definitely changes the play call at least, I feel like, but.
Yeah, I think now it's going to open up some sort of passing situation unless you really trust your rushing attack, which Hillsdale's got a good one, Storm. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go either, but I think they're going to keep the offense on the field here. This is kind of that no man's land where
you don't want to punt, you don't want to go for it, but you kind of have to. So Trevor Klein electing to keep his offense on the field. Fickes in shotgun, 3 receivers to his left. He rolls that way. Fickes surveys, getting chased out of the pocket, rolls down the sideline, passes it, got an open man, and that's going to be enough for a Hillsdale first down.
Got another penalty marker, Storm. It's going to be a hold. At least I think so.
Set on 25, I think.
So back-to-back plays, Storm. It's going to go against Hillsdale, the hold. So now I think.
Now this brings up an interesting question.
I mean, I think they're going to go for it. They look like they're keeping the offense on the field. I mean, it's about 4th and 18 here. I mean,
4th and Olivesburg.
Yeah. 4th and Jeromesville, but Hayesville.
Too used to Crestview. Fickes takes a snap, looking to his right, uncorks this one, has a man open just over the head, and I think Fickes might have even taken a shot there at the end of the play. After a bumpy start. Chippewa offense gets back on the field.
Got a little bit of help, Storm, from the Hillsdale offense there with a couple penalties of their own. So now an opportunity here, Storm, for the Chips to maybe go out here. They got to stop. Got some confidence now that they got that stop. See if the offense can get going. Got great field position, too, about the 50.
Oh, so I'm getting an update from Dan Stormack. It's actually the Chippewa Indians.
Makes more sense.
That does make more sense. I wasn't really sure what a chip was, as the Chippewas are on offense. They heave this one into 2 receivers. Interesting play there. 2 receivers collide, and that's going to result in an incomplete pass.
2 guys right there, Storm, where one of them was able to maybe call for that. They could have had it. Would have been a nice gain. Quarterback rolled out, wasn't able to hit his receiver, but a little bit of miscommunication from the wideouts there.
That was Hayden Alexander, and Talon Becht were the intended targets. As Euler drops back, a big push there, and that's going to be pass interference on the defense. Take a look at the replay.
Pretty obvious. Defender kind of just got a little too handsy there and kind of pushed the receiver. So another break, Storm, here for the Indians.
That was Bo Moody, the senior for Hillsdale. So the mental mistakes here early and often for Hillsdale, as we've burned about halfway through this first quarter. And Garrett, in high school, is that a spot foul or 15 yards?
I believe it's just 15 yards, I believe. I think the only spot is in NFL.
I need to get you reffing, Garrett. You know a lot of the rules. As Euler drops out back, rolls to his left, getting chased down. Heaves this one into the open field. Lucky that one wasn't picked off. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long.
I think if you're the Indians, Storm, you want to take advantage of these miscues of the Falcons because they're gonna tighten it up as the game goes on, Storm. The Indians go down here and get a touchdown or at least get some points on the board. I think would be so crucial for them to try to win this game here on the road.
Colton Euler in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, a back right there with him. This time heaves it over the middle. That's going to be Hayden Alexander. Takes a lick as he tries to catch that pass. Incomplete, though, brings up 3rd down.
Just a little play action, Storm, or maybe even an RPO. Just a slant for his receiver, and Jarvis there to break it up. Looked like it was a good throw here from my angle, but Jarvis on the collision. Jars it free.
So 3rd and 10 here for Chippewa. Their first down coming by way of pass interference. We'll see if they're able to pick this one up. Euler drops back. A screen pass set up, but that one shut down by the the Falcons.
Really surprised not to see a flag thrown, Storm, as there were multiple offensive linemen down the field before that ball was even thrown. On the screen pass there, if that's kind of a cardinal sin for an offensive lineman, throw him on a screen. You don't want to get too far downfield because refs usually tend to throw that flag. Refs decided to keep it there and bring up 4th down.
I think Chippewa is going to go for this one. So 2 very early aggressive plays from both sides of the football. As Euler takes the snap, drops back. Falcons closing in on him. Heaves this one downfield. Has a man. Almost picked off. Almost caught, but out of bounds. That's going to bring up 1st down for the Falcons. Little tip drill, but a little too far out of bounds.
Wacky first quarter, Storm, that we got going on here tonight. Both sides not really able to get anything to going. A couple flags thrown, sloppy play. Just the 2nd game here in conference play, so still kind of feeling each other out still, Storm, but let's see if the Falcons can march down and get a touchdown here. 5:16 remaining in the first quarter. That
was Braylon Jarvis there, able to break that one up. 1st down and 10 for the Falcons in their own territory. So some great defense here early on in this one. Not a lot of offense. I'm sure that'll change up here for Fickes as he hands it off. Owen Sloan picks up about 5, and this is Pretty similar to how their first drive started, Garrett, before it was plagued by those penalties.
Yeah, you thought they were going to drive right down the field from and get some points. They had even a 4th and short opportunity where they were going to go for it, got the false start, and then had the holding penalty that set them way back. And it was like 4th and 20, and they decided to go for it and weren't able to get it. And the Indians were able to manage a stop, but let's see if this offense can finally get themselves going and not shoot themselves in the foot.
Fickes takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Sloan, finds some room up the middle, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
So it makes an offense so versatile, Storm, when you got a QB that can run the ball like Jack Fickes. It's just like having another running back in the backfield, a little veer option right there. Decided to keep it. Defensive end got too far upfield, just tucked it right underneath him. Good gain and a good. They're going to mark him a little short, Storm. Thought it was first down. I mean, it's like 3rd and an inch.
3rd and index card?
I think so. I think that's why Fickes was maybe standing there for a couple seconds, kind of judging where the ball was at, but it is 3rd and short.
So Fickes sends a man in motion. The offensive line forgot to go, but Fickes.
I thought it was a trick play at first.
Oh, that is too good. We're going to check that one out one more time on the Bob and Bob Door Company replay. So the ball gets snapped, and there is 5 offensive linemen that didn't get the memo, and Fickes just has to take off. And I think the greatest thing about that, Garrett, is they still picked up the first down.
Interesting first quarter we got here, Storm. I mean,
you think that was designed?
No, that was definitely not designed. You could definitely tell that Fickes was kind of caught off guard there.
So this time Fickes hands it off to Jarvis, who's got some room up the middle. And he bulldozes his way to just past the 40-yard line. I can't get over that play, man.
I'm surprised it wasn't called a false start, to be honest.
I mean, if he snaps it and everybody else doesn't move, I mean, that was one of the funniest football plays I've seen. So here we go. Another first down for the Falcons on this drive. Fickes sends a man in motion, hands this one off to Sloan. He gets wrapped up at about the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Take a look at our comments here on Facebook. Jason Sermulus, I think, is "Go Falcons!" exclamation point. QB1 exclamation point. And Amy Brown, "Go Falcons!" So if you're watching at home, make sure you comment where you're watching from or who you're cheering for. Fickes handoff once again. Jarvis won't get that many yards on that attempt either. And Garrett, I feel like when we were here last time watching the Falcons, there was a lot more design QB run for Fickes. Not seeing a lot of that here tonight. A lot more handoff action.
Been going to Jarvis here recently, throwing the past couple of plays. He's done pretty solid on the second drive of the offense, but
3rd down and 8 for the
3rd and 8. So maybe this is the situation where Fickes gets more involved, especially in the passing game. Let's see where he looks to go.
So 2 minutes and 16 seconds and counting here in this first quarter. Fickes stands in shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, has a man open, looks over the middle, gets it. That's going to be Braden Jarvis on the reception for a big game, and you got to think maybe that's the momentum that the Falcons need to break the play in the end zone.
Great rollout right there from Fickes. He's kind of stuck in the pocket and had nowhere to go with the football. Ran out and found his guy. Him and Jarvis, man, they're the 1-2 punch, Storm. They've been dynamite so far this season, and once again showing off those abilities.
So a home and kitchen supply, first down here. As Fickes and the boys set up. Hand this one off. It's going to be Sloan. Sloan bounces to the outside, tripped up after a minimal gain. And no fault to this Chippewa defense, Garrett. They're putting Hillsdale in passing situations on 3rd and manageable 3rd and long, but Hillsdale just able to find the seams and dice up the Indians' defense.
That's from you got to like the start for the Indians on defense. They had a solid first drive defensively. The second drive, they're making it tough on the Falcons. That's all you can ask. Has been an absolute cakewalk as Hillsdale's got to those third and long situations they just have converted. Let's see if this defense can bend but don't break.
Fickes hands it off once again to Sloan. He gets stood up, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6.
So another third Storm and down in distance here. 3rd and 6. It was 3rd and 8 when they picked up that rollout completion to Jarvis. Let's see if they look to go back to Jarvis. If I'm the defense Storm, I'm keying in on Jarvis. I think that's where the ball is going to go here. 4-down territory too, I believe, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a run.
So Fickes has it, hands it off, tosses this one outside. That's going to be Jarvis, who hits the edge and gets to the end zone for the first score of the night.
Nice little speed option there to the outside. Jarvis and Fickes ran it perfectly. Fickes pitched it out to his running back. So he got a big score and a big drive from Jarvis. It was a key role in getting that touchdown for the Falcons. They strike first here in the first quarter.
So pending this PAT, the Falcons strike first over Chippewa. They lead 6-0 currently as they decide the trick play, go for 2, and they're not going to get it. An interesting play there as we take a look at this touchdown. One more time, just a beautiful play out to Jarvis. On that note, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after that.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garret, the Falcons now lead 6-0 after an interesting 2-point conversion attempt that was unsuccessful. We'll take a look at this replay after this kickoff one last time. But what did you see that was different for the Falcons offense there?
They didn't shoot themselves in the foot, Storm. They had those penalties the first drive. I think they would have scored if they didn't do that, but on that second drive, they didn't do anything to really hurt themselves. And good return here for the Indians. But yeah, Hillsdale had a strong second drive, Storm. They showed off that offensive firepower and got in for 6.
And Garrett, even on that touchdown, they had me fooled. I thought they were going back to Owen Sloan, but Fickes ends up keeping it, tossing it outside to Braylon Jarvis, and he would scoot in for 6. So this will be probably the last play of the first quarter here, as this one is a handoff to Max Werner, and he'll pick up just about 1, maybe 2. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter, where the Hillsdale Falcons lead the Chippewa Indians 6-0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
Randy Moss.
Dan Marino? You alright?
Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
22. 22.
Career game number 13.
Let's see. Hey. I need that senior discount.
That's the game. Mr. Marino, you mind Mind if I take a selfie? Thank you.
I'm good right here, bro.
Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School as we've got a flag on this Chippewa offensive play. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garrett, a relatively quiet quarter from both teams as the score is Hillsdale 6, Chippewa 0. We saw Hillsdale crack the code there as the penalty is going to be on them, but they lead with 6 and their running game finally taken off.
Yeah, Storm, they had a perfect second drive. No penalties, was able to get in the end zone for 6. Went for 2, did not convert, but not a great start here to the second quarter. There's another flag, Storm, another penalty against them. A face mask here as they try to tackle the running back. So Indians another spot here, Storm, to see if they can get their offense going.
So Euler takes the snap once again. That Falcons pass rush breathing down his neck. He tries to get this one up the middle, but that's just going to be a pickup of about 1. That's something we've been seeing all first quarter, and here in the early goings of the second quarter, Garrett, is that Falcons pass rush has been a nightmare for Chippewa.
Yeah, not a lot of time to get back there in a set and try to find one of your receivers downfield. Great job from the defensive line of Hillsdale to get in the backfield and cause some disruption.
Chippewa now on second down. They hand it off to Max Warner. Push the pile ahead for about 4 yards. That'll bring up third down, and we have an injury on the field. So while the trainers assess that injury, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Welcome back to Hillsdale High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett, and Euler that time able to find Talon Becht for another first down as on offense Chippewa marching.
Beginning to chip away, Storm, some would say. Nice little pitch and catch there from the QB to the wideout. Was able to fit that ball into a tight window, and now Chippewa doing some damage here, Storm, on their third drive of the game.
Yeah, that play was biscuits for Chippewa as they are set up 1st and 10 in Falcons territory. Euler tries to get out of the pocket, doesn't, throws it away. I think they're going to say that was a pass attempt, but nonetheless, great pursuit.
I think they're saying he's down because I think if they were going to call it a pass attempt, it should have been intentional grounding. So I think they're saying he was down before he let go of the football. I believe that is what the call is.
Take a look at this one more time. I don't know, Garrett. On the OH report replay, he was not down. So, but hey, that's why I'm here in the booth and not on the field. As Euler takes the shotgun snap, looks to his left, takes another hit as he lets it go. And that'll bring up 3rd down for Chippewa. So as we mentioned earlier, Garrett, this pass rush for Hillsdale wreaking all kinds of havoc for Chippewa.
Yes, from the offensive line struggling here early in this game when they've given Euler some time. Storm has been able to do at least some damage, whether it's with his legs or in the passing game we just saw. They picked up a 1st down on that little curl route. No protection in the backfield here. Let's see if this offensive line can hold up.
9:35 left to go on your Simonson Construction Services scoreboard. Euler nowhere to go with it. Tries to get out of the pocket. Brought down at about the 47-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th and forever.
I think you got to punt it away here, Storm. You don't want to give Hillsdale's offense a chance and already on your side of the field if you don't convert here, and they will bring out the punt team, but kind of hard situation there, Storm, with an offensive line struggling. You got to have those long developing routes on 3rd and long, and Euler's going to go down because of it. This defensive line from Hillsdale is doing some damage as now the punt is away. Not a great punt either, Storm.
That one a botched punt, and that'll roll out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Garrett, I like to, I'm a little bit of an optimist. I like to look at the silver lining. At least, that sack made the decision a little easier. If you're 4th in that mid-range area, especially right around the 50 or the 45-yard line, it can be difficult to, kind of make that call if you want to go for it, if you want to punt it. At least, falling outside of that range, at least you're making the right decision with a punt. That optimism,
You would like to get a lot more out of that punt, Storm. If you're the special team unit, now they're setting up shop about the 39-yard line on the Falcons offense. Let's see if this defense is going to stand.
Like I said, I'm just trying to be optimistic, Garrett, not so negative like you, as this is a big run from Owen Sloan. The sophomore finds some space up the middle and works his magic.
Sloan, the ball carrier.
So off of the botched punt, the Falcons are already in Chippewa territory here. Just a little ways into this 2nd quarter. Fickes with 3 receivers to his right. He hands it off to Sloan. He gets to the outside, has some space to run, cuts back upfield, breaks another man's ankles, and gets down all the way out to about the 15-yard line. What a run from Sloan.
Man, Storm, talk about taking some defenders' ankles. I mean, how many guys did he shake out of their shoes on that run right there? Sloan has been a big component to this offense tonight. And right there, showing off the footwork, Storm.
Sound like Charles Barkley. Great feet work there. As Sloan has put his hat in the ring early for MVP. Same sort of formation for them. I'm sure they're looking for the same result. This time a man in motion. Sloan up the gut will get stood up by a host of Chippewa Indians. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Chippewa can eliminate some of these chunk plays, Storm. I think their defense is hanging in there tough. I mean, they only allowed Hillsdale 6 points, and we're almost halfway through this 2nd quarter. They can eliminate some of those big chunk plays, those big runs. They have a chance to get back into this game, but this Hillsdale offense right now is churning like butter.
You all right up there?
Yeah. I just ate a bug.
So Fickes now. This time a little bubble screen out to Jarvis. He gets up the right side, but stopped by Chippewa. I think they're going to be just short of the 1st down. As we see, Garrett, you see out here in the cheerleading section, the cop has a sign that says cheer or go to jail.
I do see it down there.
And I don't know if the Falcon was cheering hard enough. They might put him in jail.
See, maybe after this play, Storm, if we can get a shot of this.
All right, I'll let you know when the replay's up. As Fickes dribbles the snap, takes off to his left, has some room, one man to beat, gets to the outside, touchdown Hillsdale.
So a bit of a botched snap, Storm, but it doesn't matter. Fickes' athletic ability takes him out to the outside. There's no contain from Chippewa, and he walks in for 6 as now Hillsdale's open up their lead 12 to nothing, pending this PAT.
We'll see if the Falcons elect to go for it once again here. We saw a little bit of trickery from them on their first PAT attempt, going for 2. We'll see if we're in store for more of the same. Kind of what Crestview runs out there, Garrett, just a little bit different, but I don't know, this formation's always interesting to me.
Yeah, I remember they brought that into my senior year of football. It was kind of confusing to learn, but it's basically just for an option to be able to go for 2. It's really nothing more than that. You usually just run back over to just set up the PAT, but there is options out of that, as we saw Hillsdale try it earlier in the first quarter. As that's going to be another missed PAT, Storm. So just 12-0 here for the Falcons, but still a 2-touchdown lead.
We're going to take a look one last time at this replay. Fickes bounces to the outside and scampers into pay dirt. We're going to be right back with more action after this.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garrett, the Falcons able to take a 12-0 lead on that Fickes run, as Hayden Alexander brings this one out to about the 25-yard line. Let's take one more look at this touchdown. It was a bounce pass to Fickes. He bounces outside, beats Tyler Bell on the outside for a touchdown. I like that, the trick play, the dribble. I mean, I didn't see that coming.
I think that totally was planned too, Storm. I don't think that was an accident at all.
I was actually thinking about this the other day. Like, you know how you run the hook and lateral play?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe that we have not seen it done with a bounce pass. Like, somebody's got to be working on that play, right?
I just think it's too unpredictable of how to bounce a football because it's not round. You know what I mean? You can't
No, I mean
you can't really predict like the way it's going to bounce.
I understand, but I
know what you're trying to say, but it's not a basketball. So I think that would be the argument on why nobody does that.
Could you imagine? Like, do you think that would be like one of the best plays in like football history if you bounce past it for a touchdown?
I think any lateral is.
But I'm talking
crazy.
like a bounce pass.
I know what you're saying. I'm saying a lateral in general I think is crazy, so adding that element would even make it more crazy.
Well, it drops back, finds his man Alexander over the middle, brings up a first down. And this Chippewa offense has been having some struggles. We've saw them get into Hillsdale territory a couple times, but not able to put any points on the board. What do you think they have to change up here to try to maybe get rid of that goose egg?
I think the guys up front, Storm, got to get a better job at blocking some of those D linemen from Hillsdale, because when you give the quarterback time, he's been able to find some receivers. And, you know, Hillsdale's got a stud D-line group, Storm, as you see here.
As that one's picked off! 85, Gavin Kastroff will take it to the house. Pick 6, Hillsdale.
And Storm, that was directly off the blitz. Perfect time blitz from the D coordinator from Hillsdale. Was able to get back there and make Orler make a quick decision, a decision he didn't want to make, Storm. Pick 6 there for the Falcons.
Sorry, not to interrupt you there, Garrett. I just get a little excited. I love defense so much. When they, you know, when it's a pick 6, I just can't contain myself. So I'm sorry for the interruption.
You're good.
So we see the funky formation for Hillsdale's. It looks like they're going to just line up and kick a PAT here. A.J. Brown, the 10th grader, 5'6", a $120. Snap is good, hold is down, and the PAT is good as we take one more look at this pick six. Great awareness. Comes down with a football, and that's all she wrote for that touchdown. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett, and off of that pick six, Alexander tries to pick up the football off the kickoff, and he will get nowhere. Flag on the field. But what terrific defense here from Hillsdale. I think everybody kind of saw that coming with how good the pass rush has been for Hillsdale. It was only a matter of time before I think a turnover happened for Chippewa.
Yeah, perfectly timed blitz there, Storm, as I mentioned. And I thought the call was initially going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. I saw some little extracurricular activity here on the sideline. I'll call a face mask here on Hillsdale, so not the call that I expected, Storm, but let's see if Chippewa can get something going here on offense. I think they need to get some points on the board here, Storm, before half.
So first down here for Chippewa. Chippewa, that's going to be Euler handing this one off to Max Warner, the senior. Not a ton of room to go. I think he might have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up second down.
It's getting a little cool, a little chilly out. Yeah.
I'm sweating in this press box. I think I'm going to turn on the air conditioning at halftime as Euler drops back, finds Max Warner, but he is tattooed by the defense there. Brings him down, third down.
Just a little crossing route there from Warner, and Euler able to hit him in stride, but defender right there to tackle him and take him down and force a 3rd and 8 here. See if Chippewa is going to force a 4th down here and an opportunity for Hillsdale's offense to go right back at it. So Chippewa now dropping back the pass. Going to find an open receiver too. That's going to be about the 45-yard line. So big first down here for Chippewa. Needing some points before half on a 3rd and 8 situation. Earlier able to find his wideout for a 1st down.
That was Talon Becht on that one. And Garrett, some breaking news. I just received a flyer. Somebody hand-delivered it right to us here in the press box. The Falcon 5. Try a Falcon signature sandwich at all home games. The Falconator. Meatball grinders with mozzarella cheese and marinara on an Italian roll. That sounds good. Only $5. In this economy, they're giving it away.
That's unbelievable, Storm.
I might have to grab one of those at halftime. So if you're watching in the stands, watching this game, is that one almost picked
that
off?
Almost was another pick 6.
If you're watching here from in the stands, listening to our beautiful voices, go ahead and go pick up yourself a Falconator. My mouth is watering just looking at it on the flyer. Meatball sub, that's got to be one of the most unique items I think I've seen at a concession stands, Garrett. I think there's also like ice cream sundaes here at Hillsdale. Like, they got the works here.
That's from not only do they got the great field, but they got the great concession stand. And like that was going to be a tip pass on second and short. Surprised not to go their run situation there, Storm. But they try to go deep, save themselves this third down. I'm going to guess it's 4 down territory, 2 here for the Chippewas.
So Jake Havin, the 10th grader, on the block there, looking more like Dikembe Mutombo, swatting that one out of the sky. So Chippewa now on third down on the Falcons side of the field. Euler takes the snap, hands it off to Warner.
It's going to be 4th downs for him.
That's going to be 4th down, and a big one at that with 2:42 left to go, Garrett. You don't want to leave this half with a goose egg on the board.
Love the timeout, too, from Trevor Klein, the Hillsdale head coach. Aggressive play here. He wants the ball back. He wants the ball back in Jack Fickes' hands. Wants to give him a chance to go get some more points on the board. So, big 4th down coming up here, Storm. 2:42 here in this first half.
I mean, I still can't believe this Falconator.
Yeah, I can't believe that 5 guys from earlier. I'm burping it up.
Did have that 5 guys earlier. It was good, but Garrett, I want to ask you. I feel like a meatball sub is like a signature sandwich. Like, that's like one of the great sandwiches of all time. I've never eaten a meatball sub before.
I'm actually not big on meatballs. I'm not going to lie.
No, I love meatballs. I've never eaten them on bread.
See, I'm not a big meatball guy, but
have you ever had a meatball sub?
I have, actually, and I actually enjoyed it.
Maybe
I think it's better on bread. I like bread because I'm obviously bigger guy. So
some carbs in there.
But yeah, I think you toast that puppy up, get some cheese on there. I mean, we've seen them in the stands from before the game. I mean, they look phenomenal.
So on 4th down, that's going to be a neutral zone infraction. Great discipline from the Chippewa Hillsdale line not to jump. And a nightmare for Hillsdale as they just opened up the door even more for the offense. Probably we're thinking about the Falcon 5. I'm not going to lie. The
thinking about that meatball sub.
Probably were. I mean, if you couldn't tell from my commentary, that's all I can think about right now. If only I had $5. Forgot. Colton Euler drops back, looks to his left, flush out of the pocket. That one tipped at the line, almost caught.
Great play by the defensive lineman, Storm, because that wasn't tipped. That was going to be a completion. It would have been at least a medium gain there on 1st down. It would have been wonders for them on 1st down and brought up about 2nd and manageable. But now 2nd and 10, so shrinks the playbook a little bit. I think at this juncture in the game, Storm, I wouldn't want to give the ball back to Hillsdale's offense, regardless, even if you're not going to be able to get points on the board. I don't think you want to put that risk on the table, but let's see how aggressive the Indians get.
So 2nd down here for Chippewas. They elect to run this one. Hand it off to Warner.
See how aggressive Trevor Klein is, Storm head coach of the Falcons. See if he elects to call any timeouts here. Now 3rd and long. I think he's going to keep him. He's still got 2 to his disposal, so I would expect to see one Storm after this play if they do hold on the 4th down.
So 3rd and long here for Chippewa. Desperate for some points here this half. 2 minutes and counting on the clock in the first half. Euler takes a snap, looks to his left, screen pass over to Alexander. He'll get nowhere, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And
there's a timeout, Storm.
There's the timeout, Garrett. And do you think about punting this football away? I know it's kind of risky, but with the way the Chippewa offense has been playing, I think you kind of just go for a pooch punt and hope for the best, hope your defense can withstand for 2 minutes.
It's a tough call because you don't want to give the Hillsdale offense, Storm, on their own 40-yard line with a chance to try to go down and get some more points. But at the same time, you want to be aggressive and you want to go get some points. So, I mean, it's a tough call. Me personally, I don't know. It's a tough call. I think I would go for it, to be honest with you.
I think with the way the Chippewa offense has been playing, I think I would just try to pooch punt this one. Even if you kick it through the back of the end zone, they start at the 20-yard line. That's a lot further. I mean, you don't get it. Let's say worst case scenario, you get tackled at the line of scrimmage. Even if it were a touchback, you're still getting up 20 yards. I think I'm punting it. So only time will tell, as it looks like Chippewa is going to keep their offense. Dan Edwards looking for some aggression here out of his players.
I think it could be maybe.
Oh.
No. I was thinking maybe a punt there.
I thought so too.
Maybe a drop back punt, but
it's going to be a pass. Has a man over the middle. That one tipped, and Hillsdale is going to take over at about the 40-yard line.
So a great chance here for the Falcons to see if they can get some more points on the board here before the half. 1:49 remaining here in this second quarter, so plenty of time. You know, got a lot of weapons at their disposal. Pass game and running. Still have one timeout to Storm in their back pocket.
Garrett, this Hillsdale defense has been phenomenal here so far. We talked about the pass rush, but the secondary stepping up now with a pick six, and they've been deflecting balls left and right.
Well, their defense struggled last week, Storm allowing 49 points on the road to Norway. And this is a big statement to come in here and allow a goose egg so far, as Fickes is going to go deep. Storm here on the outside. He's got a guy.
Oh, my goodness, right in the breadbasket, down the sideline, 5, touchdown. Gage Barker on the reception, touchdown Falcons.
And Fickes makes it look too easy, Storm. I mean, what a throw right here. The dude can do it all. He can run the football in for touchdowns he had on the last drive, and now throwing a deep ball to his guy on the outside. I mean, you couldn't have thrown the ball any better, Storm. He couldn't have walked down there and placed it in his hands any better. Perfect throw from Fickes as they get another touchdown here and try to go up 26-0.
So Hillsdale, the PAT now. A.J. Brown, snap down, hold good. That one flies through the uprights. 26-0 as we take a look once again at this catch here from Gage Barker, the 10th grader. Excuse me, that's Hayden McFadden, the 10th grader. As we're going to keep it here for this one, 26-0 in favor of Hillsdale. And after the slow start, Garrett, who would have thought this 20, right? Did they have 6? Yeah, 20 points here in the second quarter for the Falcons, as Chippewa desperate for an answer before the half.
Great start here, Storm, for Hillsdale in this half. They started slow, as you mentioned, in that first quarter. Weren't able to get much going, but this defense has given them great opportunities, great field position, and Fickes and company have made the most of it. Fickes got a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown, Storm. So still an opportunity here. 1:41 remaining. Let's see how aggressive the Indians are. Maybe they just want to knee it out and go to the locker room down 26.
So the kick is up and away. Alexander collects it at about his own 10-yard line. Finds some room up the middle, and the pile will be stopped at about the 27-yard line. So score update for our Cougars, Garrett. At halftime, 7 Lucas, 6 Crestview. So a low-scoring affair, but I think we kind of saw that coming with 2 run-heavy offenses and 2 really stellar defenses.
Yeah, Storm, and 2 coaches that love to run the football and play defense, man. I mean, I don't think that doesn't surprise me at all that it's a very low-scoring game. And especially the defense showed out there. That is at Crestview, too, so Crestview down 1, Storm at home. I believe they suffered their first loss at home since 2019, maybe 2020, so last week. So Cougars struggling so far this season.
See if they can pick things back up as Chippewa. They decided to just run this one up the gut, and I think that they're just looking to kind of run this half out, go to the locker room, make some adjustments, and come back out of the locker room. A new team. You're going to want to stick with us during halftime as we'll have our band show as well as
Get a timeout
some
from
halftime stats.
Chippewa.
Interesting.
At least that was a second on the field. I could be wrong. It could be maybe Hillsdale calling a timeout, but I figured if they were going to call a timeout, they would have already done so. So, not really sure. Yeah, it is going to go on Chippewa, so interesting call there. Maybe they just couldn't get the play in from the sideline. I don't think the quarterback was over there. So maybe just some miscommunication there. Had to burn one.
Still think the game plan is kind of the same there.
They are reading the Falcon 5. Is that the Falcon 5 Storm? Is that what
It's
called?
the Falcon 5. Well, I don't know. It says the Falcon 5.
That's what they just said out on the PA.
But
so
it says here, I'll read the poster.
Chocolate Bounty Sundae.
Cool. I'll read the poster verbatim. The Falcon 5, try a Falcon signature sandwich at all home games. That's like the top part of the poster. Then it says the Falconator. And then it says meatball grinder with mozzarella cheese and marinara on an Italian roll.
Interesting. All sounds phenomenal.
I mean, yeah. So, I don't know. I think the Falconator personally is a way cooler name. So, I'm going to call it that.
Another timeout, Storm, from the Indians.
Yeah, interesting they would let the clock run down that much on that first play, call a pass play, complete it, and then call another timeout. Maybe Chippewa has some tricks up their sleeves. We'll see. As I was not hungry before the game started, Garrett, but looking at this poster, man, I can't get my mind off of it.
I can't keep burping up that 5 guys.
I want the Falconator.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I got that Cajun fry burp. Wish I had that Falconator burp. So we're going with the Falconator is what it's called?
I think so. Chuck Grassman said, "It's Chippewa Chips, not Indians."
So we're getting multiple. We got 2 guys against us, Storm.
Maybe I'll just mix it up and call them both. I'm pretty sure it's Chips, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, if you can believe it.
Another interception.
As this one is picked off on the coverage, Brady Heller down to the 5. And that's going to be it. Brady Heller, the sophomore, a big interception for the Falcons. Just like that, Garrett, 36 seconds left to play. Hillsdale knocking on the doorstep after another big defensive stand.
That's maybe one of those times where maybe you just want to not be so aggressive offense. I know you're trying to get back in the game, but now it sets up another opportunity for Hillsdale to go down and get some points. And a good opportunity, too, at the 5-yard line.
33-yard running interception. The ball is spotted at the
So Hillsdale deep in Chippewa territory. Fickes breaks the huddle. He's in shotgun with Sloan to his right. Jarvis in the backfield as well. Jarvis in motion, hands it off to Sloan up the gut. Gets stood up at about the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second down, and Hillsdale will burn its final timeout.
So now here's where things get interesting, Storm. Not able to get in for the touchdown. You have to operate in the hurry-up offense. You have no timeouts left, so you want to try to draw up the perfect play here to get in the end zone, so you don't even have to worry about that.
So in high school, if you run it right now and don't get it, do you think you have enough time to get the hurry-up in and run another play?
Yeah, I think you have plenty.
So we'll see. The playbook is open for Trevor Klein and his boys.
Maybe you want to go to a passing situation. If Fickes can't get it, maybe just throw it out of the back of the end zone, so then that stops the clock. I think that's probably the right play call here. Get the ball in Fickes' hands. He's been one of their best players so far this season. That's where you want the ball to be.
Even if he can't find a good look, I mean, he's so good with his legs. I'm sure he could scramble in for a short scamper to pay dirt. We'll see what Trevor Klein called out of the timeout. Fickes with Sloan to his right. Fickes takes a snap, looks to pass, now takes off with his legs, passes to the end zone, caught, touchdown!
believe that was McFadden again,
Waiting on a number 10, Hayden McFadden once again. It's going to be a touchdown for the Falcons. They now lead 32-0.
What a second quarter here for the Falcons, Storm. They've been relentless on offense, especially defense, too. They got 2 interceptions, one that went for 6, one that almost went for 6. That was stopped on the 5-yard line you'd seen just a couple minutes ago. And now an opportunity to go up 33-0 here with just 25 seconds remaining in the quarter.
So some terrific offense here from Hillsdale. That's going to be a false start. The PAT was good. Garrett, is that half of the distance to the goal, or is that assessed on the kickoff?
I think they're probably trying to take it on the kickoff, I would assume, and just try to. They did move it up. If you move it up, you just go for 2. But I think this point in the game, 32-0. I don't think there's a reason to go for 2 at this juncture.
Ooh, juncture. I like that word. As A.J. Brown sets up for the PAT. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Falcons now lead 33-0. Take a look at the celebration there, Garrett. And the wrinkle on the jersey is just in the perfect spot for it to look like 18.
Yep.
So I'm sorry about that, fans watching at home. That was McFadden. He now has 2 touchdowns, Garrett. And the Falcons' offense firing on all cylinders. Chippewa's got to find a way to stop them.
I believe, does Hillsdale get the ball coming out of half?
They do.
So an opportunity, Storm, for them to try to get some running clock. If everybody get another touchdown. I believe it's 35, correct, or is it 30?
Whoa, okay. Gamer Boy in the YouTube comments with some insight.
Here we go.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Breaking news. Hillsdale Concession Stand is offering a different special sandwich at each home game. Hillsdale has 5 home games, hence the name. They have all been so good. So it's the Falcon 5 because there are 5 different sandwiches. This one's called the Falconator, I'm assuming. But Gamer Boy says they're so good. And some more breaking news from Gamer Boy. Hillsdale Band will be selling mums tomorrow at Hillsdale High School. $8 a plant from 9 to 1 or until they sell out. So if you got a special someone, they need some flowers, some mums, or you want to give some mums to your mom, $8 a plant, 9 to 1 or until they sell out. You better be there because I'm going to be there getting one for my special someone.
Oh, are you?
I'm going to.
Call your bluff, buddy.
Okay, we'll see. I'm going to post a picture on the OH.REPORT social media of me having one. So thank you, Gamer Boy. Facebook comments quiet so far. As it is 1st and 10, it looks like Chippewa is just going to elect to kneel this one out with 18.5. They do hand it off. A little bit of running room there for Max Warner. But that looks like that's going to be the end of the half here. So the Hillsdale Falcons, they lead 33-0 over the Chippewa Chips. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with second half action as well as a band show as well as our halftime show. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
Randy Moss.
Dan Marino?
You alright? Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
22. 22.
To win a game, number 13.
Let's see. Hey. I need that senior discount.
to take a selfie? Thank you.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the 2023 Hillsdale Falcon Marching Band! Tonight we hope you brought your Aquanet and leg warmers because we are taking you back to the music of the 80s. Clap and sing along as the band takes you on a journey started by playing a hit song from the Scottish band, The Proclaimers. Here's I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles. Next up tonight, we bring you a song from the soft rock scene of the 80s. This song from this classic band saw thousands of radio plays throughout the U.S. and quickly became the group's signature song. Sing along as we play Journey's Don't Stop Believin'. For our final song tonight, we're going to be visiting the hard rock side of the 80s. Enjoy this classic from English heavy metal rocker Ozzy Osbourne. Please enjoy as we close with Crazy Train. You've just been rickrolled. Air Force Master Sergeant Sean Cotter invented the popular prank back in 2007 using Rick Astley's popular song, Never Gonna Give You Up, released in 1987, and we're proud to keep the tradition alive. The Hillsdale Falcon Marching Band again thanks you for your encouragement of music education in your schools and schools around the nation. The Hillsdale Falcon Marching Band tonight is under the direction of Rachel Kelly, Flag Director, Elizabeth Kierwilliger, Percussion Director, D.R. Hott, Assistant Band Director, and Alan Kierwilliger as Head Band Director. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Hillsdale Falcon Marching Band!
The comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Hello?
Hey.
You coughed and your mic was hot, bub.
I know, that's why I didn't talk.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
Night.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Man, I wish I was out there. Let's unretire. Why not?
Randy Moss.
Dan Marino?
You alright? Hey, Grandpa! Grandpa? I still got it.
22. 22.
Can we again? Number 13.
Let's see. Hey. I need that senior discount.
That's
Mind if I take a selfie? Thank you.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. Garret, Hillsdale out to a commanding lead after piling it on there in the second quarter. We'll see if the second half is any different here. What did you see out of Chippewa and Hillsdale in that first half?
Well, Storm, it was a slow start for both sides. Chippewa really wasn't able to get anything to go throughout the entire half, but Hillsdale was able to get stuff going in that second quarter. Storm, I believe they scored 26 unanswered points in that second quarter, had a couple interceptions, one that went for 6. So big-time first half from Hillsdale. They're looking to walk out here with a win. Storm, they're up 33 here to start the second half.
We take a quick look at our stats here. Definitely tell a discrepancy in the stats. 138 total yards for Hillsdale to just 94 total yards for Chippewa. Big discrepancy on the stat sheet there for them, as Hillsdale will get the ball out of bounds to about the 40. That'll bring the Hillsdale offense back on, who's had some great success running the ball. Would not be surprised if they elect to go back to that on this drive. Garrett, during the halftime break on YouTube, Gamer Boy comes back into the comments section. Thanks for the plug and showing the halftime band. No problem, Gamer Boy. I consider myself a little bit, of a superhero bringing this coverage to the people, of course.
Don't listen to him. Storm just wants to be appreciated. As if he's not already.
So, thanks, Gamer Boy. A big shout out to you as we saw the spin cycle there.
Big stiff arm, too. Little Derrick Henry.
Take one more look at that. Bob and Bob Door Company replay. It's Jake Haven.
I believe we are in running clock, Storm. I thought it was 35, but I think it is 30 clocks running, and he went out of bounds, and he also had a first down, which both would have negated the clock being stopped. So I think we are in running clock territory here.
So it's just on timeouts and team changes, right? Like possession changes?
Yeah.
And kickoff. Cool. So those are your running clock rules here as Fickes drops back to pass, finds a big tight end on the right side. Brady Kirkbaum, the 11th grader. Looks like an NFL tight end out there.
Looks like baby Gronk.
Like the regular size Gronk. I have him down at 6'6", 200 pounds. So that is one big dude. So Hillsdale already deep in Chippewa territory. As Fickes is having a little trouble, I think, here in the play from the sidelines. He moves Braylon Jarvis over to his right. Fickes takes a snap, hands it off to Jarvis. He's trying to hit the outside, cuts back inside. A flag on the field.
Jarvis, ball carrier.
I believe that'll be a holding. I think that one's going to come right back. Yep, it's going to be 15. Jake Haven. Is it Haven or Haven?
See if the comments can let us know.
Let's see if Gamer Boy on YouTube can come in clutch and let us know if it's Haven or Haven, or if anybody on the Facebook comment section wants to steal Gamer Boy's thunder.
Really thinking about that meatball sub.
I was just going to say it. I was just thinking about the Falconator.
I wonder what's their next home game. So they change it up every game.
I think it's every game, but did they have one? What was it just cheeseburger last time?
I don't know. We didn't get a flyer last time.
We didn't get a flyer last time. That is true. Wonder what it will be. All I can do is hope that we're at more Hillsdale games so that we can know. And now that I know this, like, I'm definitely going to be bringing $5 because I never carry cash. As there's a fumble on the play. Mad dash for it. And that's going to be Chippewa football. They're able to get in there and cause some havoc, see if they can capitalize and get on the board. Great play from, I was going to shout out his name, but I unfortunately don't have it on the roster. So number 57, great strip there as Chippewa takes possession.
Good job there, too, from the Chips. You still haven't got that figured out, if it's the Indians or Chips. I'm going to go with Chips.
I mean, on the official roster, it says Chips.
Okay.
So
the Chips there. Nice job breaking that ball out. They held Jarvis up and was able to get in there and rip that one free. Let's see if they can get the offense going as we got a fast-moving third quarter here, strong with the running clock.
Yeah, already 8:36. Or, excuse me, only 8:36 left to go in this one as Chippewa picks up a couple yards on that play.
Jones with the tackle.
But anyways, yeah, I don't think that the Hillsdale concession stand takes card. I never carry cash, but I'm going to bring like $20.
Are you going to get 4 sandwiches big?
I'm only in Ashland. I'll go home and put them in the fridge. I'm sure they're good. I'm sure they're amazing. Eat some for lunch tomorrow, maybe dinner tomorrow, maybe breakfast the next day. I mean,
a little meatball sub break. Ugh.
I think it sounds pretty good. What's wrong with meatball sub breakfast?
I don't know. I just don't wake up and go, I want a meatball sub.
I mean, I don't really say that either, but if it's there, I mean, are you going to not eat it?
I usually don't eat breakfast, so no.
I know. You hate breakfast for some reason. As well as puppies and rainbows. Just everything good in this world you don't like.
Okay.
As this one is going to be a handoff to Max Warner. Take a look at our Bob and Bob Door Company replay. That's not true. Garrett doesn't hate everything that's good. He just hates breakfast. Just a pretty big deal.
I don't hate breakfast. It's not my favorite. Like, there's just not many things that I like stick out to me. Like, when I think of like my favorite foods, I think of like steak or wings or chicken
or the Falconator. Is this
I'm
one
just not
another
a big egg
handoff?
guy. I don't like eggs that much.
So Gamer Boy says, in quotes phonetically, "Hey Van."
Thank you.
So Hey Van. Haven?
Hey Van.
Hey Van.
You got it on the screen. Just read it how he said it.
I don't know. That's just like strange, but I trust Gamer Boy. He would never steer me in the wrong direction. Thanks, Gamer Boy. Shout out on YouTube. As Euler hands this one off to Warner. Picks up a couple. That'll bring up third down here.
Sets up a 3rd down and 6.
33-0 on your Simonson Construction Services Incorporated scoreboard with 5:50 left to play here in the 3rd. Little discombobulation there from Chippewa. They were not able to hear the play, I think, and that'll be a timeout from them.
Timeout of this half.
So Chippewa not given up yet, Garrett. They've been kind of marching down the field here a little bit. A 3rd and a medium here, 3rd and about 5, maybe 6, 7. We'll see if they're able to pick it up and march down into Falcons territory, but it's going to take a lot for them to get back in this one.
Yes, from down 33 points, you got to get aggressive. They've been running the football here on this drive with the running clock. Already down to 5:40 here in this 3rd quarter, so I think at this point, Storm, you're not really looking at the scoreboard. You're just trying to get some points on the board. You're kind of playing for pride at this point. You just tackle one opportunity at a time, Storm.
So, Garrett, I got 2 new comments here on Facebook. Kelly Snow, Mrs. Snow says, "Go Falcons!" exclamation point. And here we go. Christy Turner going against Gamer Boy. It's Jake Haven, like HAY-VIN.
Oh no, Storm.
I don't know. now I'm very self-conscious about how I'm going to pronounce it.
The first name was Jake? Just call him by his first name.
I can't. It's against the commentator's code. Is that one right out of the reach of Hayden Alexander? I'm going to leave it a surprise about how I'm going to pronounce it till we get to pronounce Jake's last name once again. So 4th down here. Pretty much go for it territory has to be if you're Chippewa. Colton Euler, the junior, in the backfield, shotgun setup. Excuse me. Yeah, that's Euler, and he gets it outside to Alexander, who breaks a man's ankles, tries to get by another defender, and does, and gets dragged all the way down to the 20-yard line. Great play for the Chippewa offense.
Tell you what, Storm, when Euler's had time back in the pocket, he's been able to find some of these receivers out in open space, and they've been able to shake some defenders' ankles. Big-time pass and connection right there between the QB and the wideout.
So Chippewa definitely still trying to stay in this one, but they're going to need some points in a hurry. Euler takes a snap, hands this one off. Warner tries to hit the edge. Instead hits a couple of Falcons. He'll be brought down at the line of the scrimmage. Like you said, Garrett, when Euler has some time in there, good things will happen. It's
been a big if tonight, Storm.
Yeah, the rushing attack for Chippewa has been lackluster, but when they're able to pass the ball, and I mean that's a big when they're able to. We've seen some terrific results.
Yeah, they've had some flashes, Storm. Have been able to get the ball out to their playmakers. This D-line of Hillsdale has been beasting and feasting. Another opportunity right there. This time going right up the gut. Nowhere to be found for a short gain, so it's going to be up 3rd and short.
I mean, if anything, Garrett, at least when you have these run plays, you're kind of wearing down that defense, tiring them out, so you can maybe slow down this Hillsdale rushing line here. But those opportunities for Euler have been few and far between. Euler takes a snap, looks over to his right, surveys the field, plenty of time. This time, flag on the field. Think it's going to be a hold against Chippewa. So some crucial penalty markers. Right when Chippewa gets some momentum, they get pushed right back.
That's not what they wanted right there. They were in good field position, had a chance to go get some points on the board, but now shoot themselves in the foot. Go and put them behind the sticks.
Halen Van Wormer watching from Pickerington. Go Falcons with 3 exclamation points. So Haley with the extra excitement here tonight for this one, and she has a reason to be. 33-0, terrific score if you're out there in Falcons country. If you're just joining us, 2:20 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and forever here for this Chippewa offense. We'll see what they're able to do. Euler drops back, feels the pressure. Has to go outside to his right, heaves this one into no man's land. Just kind of had to get rid of it. He felt the footsteps of the Falcons right on his heels.
So 4th and 17 here, Storm. Obviously going to try to get the first down here, so it's going to be a deep pass situation. Hillsdale wouldn't be surprised if they send some pressure after him, Storm, because when he's had the opportunity, as we mentioned, he's been able to do some damage, but now 4th and long here, 4th and 17.
So here we go. They do send some heat. Euler gets some time in the pocket. Has a man, but that's not going to be enough for a first down, and that's a big stop for the Falcons, and that's going to bring up first down for them. Take a look here at this one. A little drop down pass. Thought maybe there would be some room on that one for Tyler Bell, but brought down well short of the sticks, and that's going to set up first down. Now, Garrett, is it a legal move? Like, could you rush just one and drop 10 into coverage?
Yeah. Did you not see that last night in the Vikings game when they tried their Hail Mary?
Oh, that is true, yeah.
It's not a good idea.
I mean, you just give the quarterback all day to throw, right?
Yeah. Gives him a chance to probably scramble out of the pocket. You see a QB change here
from
Fickes.
Oh!
Is now out. Backup JV QB, I believe, is in. So Hillsdale comfortable with their lead, Storm. Just 50 seconds remain here in this third quarter with running clock as well.
That's Cale Lewis, the freshman. That's always a great thing when you can get the younger guys in, Garrett, when you have a sizable lead, get them some experience under the Friday night lights. That's always a great experience for them, and I feel like just a great experience in general.
Yeah, Storm, it's definitely nerve-wracking. I remember my first time I got to step on the varsity field. It was scary. I was definitely scared.
I would be too, as that run will bring up third down. I think that's going to do it here for the third quarter. Just 10 seconds left to go. Hillsdale looks like they're going to let this one run out. So at the end of 33-0, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Money Time, fourth quarter action, coming up right after this.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garrett, it's the fourth quarter here in Hillsdale. That's fourth. That'll bring up fourth down. Excuse me. Second down for the Falcons, and it's been their game all night long.
Yeah, so we've got the young guys in there now, so an opportunity to get them some experience up 33-0. Coach Trevor Klein comfortable with this lead. See if he can get some younger guys in here to get an opportunity to get some points here and just get some confidence under him. High snap.
Little read option there as Cale Lewis able to break away down the sideline. Will get stomped out of bounds at the 35, but way to turn something or nothing into something, young fella.
That's from you see the sideline celebrating right there. That's what It's a perfect example of how you want to pick your teammates up right there. The entire team storm was down there to rally and congratulate him on a big run right there. And I bet that's a huge run. He said he was a freshman too, so stepping in here, I'm not sure if this is his first varsity experience. I'm sure it's not, but still on a big stage like this, see if this Falcons offense can go get even some more points for him.
So Cale Lewis, the freshman, using his legs for a big gain. Lewis takes a snap, hands it off. Reed Twining. Short gain, bringing up second down. I want that stupid sub so bad, man. I'm so hungry now. Oh, man. I'm sad it's going to be gone next week. As
Took our time to run down there.
Yeah, let me just take the headset off real fast. I'll just run down there, and I bet they don't even have it. I bet so many people that ordered it that it's not. Like, it's probably out of meatballs.
Could be the case, Storm.
I would be very sad. So, you have any early predictions on what the next home game sandwich will be? The Danger Witch?
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be Russell Wilson's famous Subway sandwich.
Could you imagine? That'd be awesome. They should name a sandwich after me, but that's neither here nor there as Knox Lewis takes the handoff. Once again, that brings up fourth down. What would be my sandwich?
The pig.
The thunderstorm, and it would be wheat bread toasted. It would not be a sub. Wheat bread toasted, mustard. It's a hamburger. It's a cheeseburger. So burger.
Bread?
A patty melt. You ever had a patty melt? They're amazing.
What's wrong with you, man?
So fourth down. Hillsdale elects to go for it. And they get the jump from Chippewa, so that's going to be 5 yards, and I believe a first down for Hillsdale. So toasted wheat bread, toasted wheat bread, mustard, patty, Swiss cheese, tomato lettuce, Thousand Island, little drizzle Thousand Island, top or pickle skewer, little sword skewer, cut into a triangle.
Sweet.
I would eat that sandwich. I think it would sell.
Maybe give him a pitch. Give him a pitch.
I might have to go consult whoever runs the concession stands and pitch him the thunderstorm. It'd be way better than whatever the G-Man would be.
No, it would not.
Well, let's hear it. What's the G-Man then?
Okay, it's a bratwurst.
Horrible.
Can I even get into it? It's a bratwurst.
It's not a sandwich.
Bub, yeah, it is. It's the same thing. So we're going bratwurst, going grilled onions, grilled jalapenos.
I forgot onions.
Fries on top of it, and hot sauce.
That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So if you're out there watching in YouTube or Facebook land,
dude, that sounds unreal.
That sounds really good. Who's? Oh, here we go. Hillsdale on the outside. Mike Schenberger III, the freshman, almost gets in. Will be stopped just short. But if you're watching out there, let us know whose sandwich would you rather eat, the G-Man or the Thunderstorm? That's going to bring up first down and goal here for the Falcons. So Gamer Boy, the first game was pulled pork and mac and cheese. The second game was a double cheeseburger. That sounds amazing. As Mikey Schernberger III gets across the plane for a score.
Talk about Burger Storm. Mikey crossing the plane. The freshman getting the touchdown. Look at Jarvis picking up the underclassmen right there, celebrating. There's now Hillsdale looking to go up 40-0 here late in this game. Just 6:05 remains in the fourth.
Talk about biscuits. Is that play?
Crispy biscuits.
Yeah, crispy biscuits on that play. As Schönberger III gets a touchdown. PAT is up and through the uprights. 40-0, and Garrett, I'm the director, so I get to choose to keep us here because I want to talk more about this sandwich thing. And oh man, were we here? Was that the first home game, or was it double cheeseburger when we were here?
No, I think the first home game. I think Travis might have been there. I think we were cheeseburger night.
Gosh, that pulled pork and mac and cheese.
Yeah, that sounds unbelievable.
I might have to just like come out here and get one. That sounds so good. Nobody's answered the age-old question, Garrett, of whose sandwich they would rather eat.
I mean, would you rather eat mine? Honestly.
Well, I didn't know that you could do bratwurst. To me, that's not a sandwich.
Yeah, but they're grilling. I mean,
no, it's a sandwich.
But it's my signature item.
No,
it don't matter.
But it's not part of the Falcon 5. The Falcon 5.
I forgot there's rules. Read the rule book to me then, if there's one down there.
I did. It's the Falcon 5. Try a Falcon signature sandwich at all home games.
No, a bratwurst is a sandwich.
No, it's not. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm not
yes,
kidding.
it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
I'm not.
What's the argument of that? It's not.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not doing this with you right now. We will argue this on the way home. As this kick is down on the right sideline. Alexander breaks a tackle and brought out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Garrett, I was thinking about this. So if Hillsdale, I was thinking about this in the first quarter when it was 0-0. If Hillsdale had 0 points, instead of a goose egg, would it be a falcon egg?
I mean, it's up to you. It can be. It's not.
I feel like you shouldn't have a signature name for scoring 0 points. Now that I think about it a little more.
I mean, you wouldn't want to have that, obviously.
Yeah.
That's the whole objective to not do.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't really make much sense because, I mean, you don't want to, like, put your mascot, like, we have a falcon egg, and then it be something bad. Here we go. A set of falcon eggs when you score 100 points. How about that one?
I bet we're muted by so many people already.
I'm sure that out of the 62 viewers on YouTube and 27 on Facebook, that a grand total of 3 are actually listening to us.
Gamer Boy.
It probably is. And to be honest, Gamer Boy, thanks for helping us out tonight. As this one, another handoff to Max Warner. Bring up 2nd and 5-ish.
Warner the ball carrier.
Staying warm up there, Garrett. I stepped outside during halftime just to get some fresh air. It was pretty chilly, so.
Yeah, it's getting pretty cold out, so I'm not going to lie.
Might have to go up there with a blankie and hand it to you, bub.
We'll be all right. Only 3:40 remains here in this one.
So Euler, the handoff once again in a big hole up the middle for Alexander. He takes it. And the turf monster once again claims another victim as that's going to be down inside Falcons territory.
Almost took the distance right there, Storm. Just got tripped up there at about the 27-yard line. Would have been a touchdown, too, and would have got the Chippewa Chips on the board here tonight. But not going to cash in, Storm. Still have an opportunity to do so. Still plenty of time here to see if they can get some points on the board and not go home with the goose egg.
Or falcon egg.
Sure. Not without a falcon egg.
Thanks for humoring me, Garrett. I really appreciate it. So 2:50 left to play here. Another handoff to Warner, excuse me.
Warner the ball carrier.
I don't know where I got the name Alexander on the last play. Probably Hayden Alexander. As Linda Mendoza checking in. Good night, sweet dreams, hugs and kisses. Hope your day was good. Thanks, Linda.
Wonder who that is, Storm.
It's my grandma.
I know.
And she sent me a little gif of 2 penguins hugging. So thanks, Linda. Big shout out.
Not sure if you heard, Storm, but the old usual start the buses chant is now broken out.
This Hillsdale student section, they're ruthless. Yeah, they hold no punches, that is for sure. As Warner this time tackled. And as things wind down, I want to remind everybody to hang out with us after this final commercial break, as we'll have some final stats as well as an MVP interview. And then later tonight, coming up, you can see Storm and, of course, the illustrious Garret Parlett on the Friday Night Pigskin Show, starting promptly at 11:30 as we see a timeout for Chippewa. All right, Garrett, drum roll, please, as we take stock in our sandwich poll. Coming in with 0 votes, Garret Parlett for his sandwich.
Here we go.
And coming in with 0 votes, Storm sandwich as well.
Surprised your grandma didn't vote for you.
I don't know if Linda knows that I'm here. Because usually when I'm not at Crestview, I'll get back and she'll just be like, hey, I watched the whole Crestview game and it wasn't you, and I was sad.
Sweet.
So I always forget to text her where I'm at. So she'll watch it tomorrow. She watches them all regardless if they're live or not. So out of the timeout, 1:35 left to go. Another handoff here for Chippewa. This time it's going to be Warner somehow getting out of the first tackle, but I still think no gain on the play.
What a game here tonight, Storm, from Hillsdale. I mean, they had that slow start in the first quarter, scored 34 points after that first quarter in complete dominating fashion, Storm, and most of that was in the second quarter, too. So they're going to pick up their first conference win of the year. They lost to Norway as conference play opened up 49-14, but tonight they showed out in some dominating fashion, as they should walk out of here with a big win, 40-0.
And, Garrett, how good does it feel, after you go out, kind of get a big score hung on your head, to do that to another team, especially in conference play? I mean, it's got to feel good to win in dominating fashion after what happened last week.
Yeah, you want to get that taste out of your mouth, and a great opportunity to do so tonight, and they did that, winning this one 40-0. And now you can move on and kind of put that loss behind you and just continue to do business, and that's what they had to do tonight, was come in here and do business, Storm, and that's what they did. As the Falcons are going to be victorious 40-0.
So with just 10 seconds left, I don't think Chippewa is going to run one last play. Looks like they actually are going to run one last play. Going motion, hand this one off, a fumble, and that's going to be all she wrote as our final score here from Hillsdale, 40-0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Post-game stats, MVP interview, analysis, and more coming your way next.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
Randy Moss.
Dan Marino? You all right?
Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
22. 22.
Can we again? Number 13.
Let's see.
Hey. I need that senior discount.
That's the game. Mr. Marino, you mind if I take a selfie? Thank you.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garrett, I got a care package delivered fresh and hot. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, Storm. I think they got tired of us talking about it. I was like, you know what? We got to let them try it. So, Storm, are you doing the big
This
reveal
smells
right
awesome.
here?
Do you want this? Do you want any of this?
I'll take a bite. I don't want any more than that. Just maybe
Okay,
a bite.
I'll let you have the first bite. I'm just gonna take the fork and eat a meatball. Let's live taste test here. Oh my God! Oh, good gravy. That's unbelievable. Oh my goodness, Garrett. That is. Oh wow. Hillsdale.
Shout out to Hillsdale, man. They treat us well out here.
For real. Hillsdale concession stand. That is like one of the best meatballs I've ever eaten my whole life. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, we're covering football here. So we're gonna take a look at our final stats here. The victorious Hillsdale Falcons, 40-0. Oh my gosh, it was hot too. Most of the time, I just gotta talk about this. When I get concession stand food, it's never hot. This food is hot. It was served to me in foil, hand delivered. Great service, excellent. I would leave a tip if I could. So 40-0, your score in favor of the Falcons, Garrett. They were dominant all night long, and it was tough for Chippewa to get anything going here tonight.
Yeah, Storm, they struggled out of the gate. Couldn't get anything to go. Hillsdale did too. They kind of stubbed their toe on the way into the game, Storm, in the first quarter. But after that, it was all Falcons as they dominated tonight and ended up winning 40-0. You'd see the final stat, Storm. It was a big discrepancy, but you'd think the score would be even more. But Hillsdale walks out here with a big win, 40-0, get their first conference win of the season.
This may be a little biased, but I want to do every Hillsdale game if we're going to get delicious treats like this one. Gosh, I wish we were here for pulled pork and mac and cheese, but I digress. So big win there for Hillsdale. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back with a player of the game MVP interview. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
Randy Moss.
You all right?
Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
22. 22.
To win a game, number 13.
Let's see. Hey. I need that senior discount.
That's the case. Mr. Marino, you mind if I take a selfie? Thank you.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
And back now with our fittingly Fickes Furniture MVP, who else but the man, the myth, the legend, Jack Fickes, the senior, had himself a great day tonight, if my stats are correct. 3 total touchdowns here tonight. Talk me through how it feels to get a big conference win, open things up a little rocky on the road, but you're able to get a big win here in front of the home crowd. Tell me how it feels.
Yeah, anytime you get a win in WCAL, it's always hard. I mean, we kind of started out slow, but we got our offense rolling, and we did our thing.
Talk to me a little bit about the game plan. It seemed like you weren't as involved in the running game. You're handing it off a lot, but still you're able to get in the end zone a couple times with your legs, I think, as well as one time with your arm. What was the game plan heading into this one?
Yeah, we have great backs, 22 Jarvis and 26 Sloan. We trust them a lot. They're great players, and our line does a great job, and they run behind them, and they eat up a lot of yards for us.
So conference play continues on. You're now 1-1. What's going to be the game plan going forward here in the conference?
Oh man, I mean, we got Doughton next week. Super tough. They played a great Montgomery team and killed them. So we're gonna come out there. We're gonna be tested. We're on the road, but it should be a fun atmosphere, and let's just see what we can do.
But I got a less serious question here for you.
Yeah.
Tonight's signature sandwich of the Falcon 5 was the Falconator. It was a meatball sub. It was unbelievably good. Did you happen to maybe sneak a chance of taking a bite or two?
Dude, trust me. I mean, I hope they got more down there. Obviously, I like to eat, but we'll see. I hope so.
It was awesome, man. Make sure you get out there and try one. And last, of course, and not least, do you have any shout-outs you want to give to anybody who's watching here tonight from Falcon Nation?
I mean, obviously, shout out to all the community members, but personally, I just want to shout out our defense. Gave up 0 points, pick 6 by Gavin Kasdorf, another pick by Brady Heller. They've done a great job every single week, holding opponents to like 10 points per game, which you can't ask for better.
So thank you once again, Jack Fickes, your Fickes Furniture MVP. Thank you. Go out and celebrate this one, Fickes.
Go Falcons.
Congratulations, man.
Thank
Hand
you, man.
that headset off, and we'll get Garret Parlett back in here to close this one out. So, Mr. Garret Parlett, that's going to wrap things up here. Our final score as we take a look at our full-screen score slate, 40-0. Up next for Hillsdale. They're at Dalton, I believe he said, correct?
Yep, they're at Dalton Storm, a tough team too, and they played Mogador, as he mentioned, and they beat the doors off of them, Storm. So it's going to be a tough contest for Hillsdale, and coming out of here, they got a huge win, 40-0, and I know we got the scoreboard up, Storm, but I got to talk about that sub.
Oh, I know. I mean, it was unbelievable.
I mean, I went down there while we were getting Jack up here and took a bite of it. And I mean, shout out to the concession stand here, the hospitality of Hillsdale. We really do appreciate it. It makes it fun to come out here and cover schools like that. And thank you to the concession stand. That food was incredible. Hopefully, the next home game, me and Storm can get a full one for ourselves.
Yeah, I don't think that I can overstate how appreciative I am. I've never had that kind of hospitality. It was awesome. So a big thank you. I scarfed that thing down in like 3 minutes. It was unbelievable. But a huge thank you to, of course, our sponsors as well as you, the fans watching at home. Thank you to Garret and our statistician. We had a wonderful statistician tonight, Alinda. So thank you very much. And, I think that's going to do it. Closing thoughts here, Garret? Anything you have to say?
No, Storm, I'm cold. We got to get back to the show, so stay tuned with the OH.REPORT. Hopefully the show's up by 11:30 with all the highlights and stats from tonight around the area.
Awesome. Thank you very much. One last time from Hillsdale from Hillsdale High School. You've been watching high school football live and free on the OH.REPORT.